Taking a look at movies and money, Barbie is now a billion-dollar lady, and all of that pink is giving AMC plenty of green. The theater chain's ticket sales are exploding this summer with the box office smash Barbenheimer. AMC posted nearly 16% revenue growth in the recent quarter, reaching $1.29 billion, and AMC is already setting records this quarter. The stock is up this year with meme traders at play. Let's bring in film critic Erik Childress.
Hi, Angie.
What are your stories from last week's box office?
Just as you alluded to, that Barbie and Oppenheimer just cannot be stopped right now. Christopher Nolan's film is heading for a landing somewhere between $310 and $330 million domestic, and has become the director's sixth film to cross $500 million worldwide. While Greta Gerwig's Barbie is going to be passing that total by next weekend, just here in North America, and is well on its way to $600 and maybe even $700 million after joining the $1 billion club last weekend. This really is the box office story of the year, and theaters are truly flourishing off it, as this summer season will surpass last year's total, marking a much hoped for post-pandemic growth. As for the new films, Meg 2 opened to $30 million domestic and $142 million worldwide, and did best Oppenheimer in its third weekend, but has to make a showing of close to $400 million just to break even. Now, thankfully, that Barbie cash will help wipe off some of the red left by The Flash and Shazam this year for Warner Brothers. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles grossed $43 million in its first 5 days, which is a decent domestic start for the animated film, but Paramount may be concerned that international audiences aren't buying it the same way they didn't the 2007 animated version, which made just $41 million internationally total.
Not much is out there to challenge those films this weekend, Erik, especially after one studio buckled to the Barbenheimer pressure.
That's right, Angie. Sony moved Neil Blomkamp's Gran Turismo off of this weekend back to August 25th, sensing that the Barbenheimer phenomenon will still be in full swing. Now, I don't think that they were looking at big domestic numbers either way, but a better chance to rub a few extra pennies together in those films' sixth weekend rather than their fourth. And they are likely to win once again, along with the Turtles and the Meg rounding out the top four, as The Last Voyage of the Demeter is the only big release this week. This is the story of the ship that brought Dracula to London from Transylvania, expanded to feature length. It is from the director of Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, which was a modest hit back in 2019, though this one is expected more around the 8 to 10 million range this weekend, as genre fans will be split between the two ocean-based horror offerings in theaters.
What's on your recommendation list for this weekend?
Well, opening a more limited release is a film called Jules that stars Ben Kingsley as a man who has a UFO crash land in his backyard and welcomes the lost alien into his home. The film is a little uneven at times, but the cast, which also includes Harriet Sansom Harris and Jane Curtin, give the film many solid laughs and a sense of good-hearted warmth that is worth going along the ride for. Also, in tribute to director William Friedkin, who passed away this week, I would love people to look through their VOD services and add some of his best films to their collection. Everyone knows The French Connection and The Exorcist, which can be found on Amazon and other services for a small price. But also find his 1977 masterpiece Sorcerer with Roy Scheider, about a group of criminals hired to transport nitroglycerin through the jungle. It is also available on the various VOD outlets. What is not available, unfortunately, is his oft-overlooked 1985 crime thriller To Live and Die in L.A. with William Peterson in his first starring role. However, it just came out in a brand new 4K Blu-ray release from Kino Home Video, and it is an absolute must-have, as it also has one of the best chase sequences to rank right up there with The French Connection.
Thank you, Erik.
Thank you, Angie.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.